Hi there, I'm Tina Parker and I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia with this market report for the fall of 2022. Just going to make this brief. There is a copy of this for you to download if you want to click the link. But just basically this is all about condominiums in the HRM, and this is year-to-date figures. But briefly, sales are down 33.6%, still a 21% increase over last year, still have 8.5% above list, which just shows that we're still in a very strong seller's market. Values have, well, they're still above, but still down from the first and second quarter. The pattern is very much the same as these others, but you'll see here median values. First quarter was 463, 450. Second quarter was 448, and this one 423. So what does this tell me? Well, take a look at these graphs here. This is 2021, and this is the pattern of the difference between active listings and sold listings. And you can see how sales were more than what was available in listings. So whatever came on the market went off the market really quickly. And that repeated itself here, a little bit more extreme in the first and second quarter of 2022 here on this graph, where it was just selling older inventory, and anything new, of course, just went off the shelf, sort of to speak. But here's what's really interesting about the third quarter is the big gap between active and sold. And so if the pattern's the same, values are dropping, not because they're worth less, it's just buyers are becoming more savvy. They are looking at prices to last year and not the first quarter. So what needs to happen here is sellers shifting their expectations from what maybe their neighbor's home sold for in the first and second quarter of 2022. Buyers are looking at last year's values and looking at what's fair. And so if those numbers are way out of whack, they're just not going to buy. But the demand is still strong. They're there. And so if listings were on the marketplace in a fair market value and not with high expectations, it's likely you'll get competing offers or close to ask or at ask. So it's the behaviors that are changing. The demand is still very strong. So that's what I see. But this is what I find really interesting. Here's my inner geek coming out here. On this graph, I put together condominium month of inventory with the interest rate graph overlaid on top of it. And I compared back to 2008 because that was the last time there was a market crash. There are no economic factors that are foreseen to change the trajectory of our marketplace here. No values are expected to go down whatsoever. But here, I just want to show you that interest rates are high and were higher since July 20. And months of inventory were still significantly lower than when they were higher and the months of inventory was much higher. Condominiums, look at this. 38 months of inventory at one point? That's crazy. And the interest rates were high. Interest rates high over here right now. Months of inventory down to 1.5. This is just for condominiums. Single family homes are the same thing. But anyway, I just wanted to point out the fact that interest rates are not affecting the behavior of our marketplace. So if you're in the market to buy, I still suggest that you get out there and take advantage of the opportunity of getting into a home without the strong competition that we saw in the first half of this year. So values are still going to go up. So it doesn't matter about your interest rate. You may actually find an opportunity to buy where a seller has to sell. And it's not just a casual thing to do. Like they're motivated to sell. So it might give you a good deal. So anyway, if I can help you any further, please reach out. I'd love to have a great conversation with you about today's marketplace or when maybe what your goals may be. Take care.